doing the homework nice and quickly. It's great. I'm finding I'm able to sort of see that you've completed the Hegarty maths exercises before the lesson's finished. So I think you've all got into a really good routine. So well done, everybody. So yeah, so we're recording. So let me introduce today's lesson. Okay, so we're moving on from what we were doing. We're going to start looking at proportion now, and I think lots of you just find this comes really naturally to you because it's kind of common sense, but we still just need to, it's a really important topic, so we just need to really make sure that you're totally comfortable with it. Now, just before we start, just one bit of admin. Once you've done the Hegarty maths exercise, obviously you can see what percentage you got. I can see what percentage you've got, and as you know, I'm then copying that mark over onto the appropriate homework page where I can see the work that you've uploaded if you've uploaded the work. What I would also like you to do, please, just because it just tidies things up from a Teams point of view, can you just remember over on Teams, once you've completed the Hegarty exercise, just to go and click that you've handed it in? Because what I'm finding is you've done the work, but because you haven't clicked handed in, when I look at the statistics, it looks like you haven't done the work yet, but you have, if you see what I mean. On the other hand, one or two of you are clicking handed in, but when I go over and look on Hegarty Maths, you haven't actually done the quiz, okay? So make sure before you click handed in that you have actually finished the quiz and Hegarty Maths has given you a percentage. And what I'm really liking is lots of you are really wanting to get 100%, and it's absolutely fine if you take 2 or 3 or 4 goes to get 100%. Obviously, I'm recording the highest mark you get, which is what Hegarty does as well. Okay, so don't be embarrassed if you say got 80% on your first go, that you've gone back in and then got 100%. From my point of view, that's excellent. It's, you know, we all make mistakes, and it's just showing that you've got great resilience and you're really trying to make sure you've got a complete understanding. So I'm not saying you've got to keep going until you get 100%. That's not what I'm saying. You stop when you've done it. But if you do go back in and have a second or third go to improve your mark, that's great. So what I want you to do today, please, guys, is to go and watch the Hegarty video 339. Now, I have gone and set it up as a task for you to do, but I think as Phoebe was saying, quite often Hegarty is quite slow in acknowledging the tasks that teachers have set. So if it's not already waiting for you to do 339, please just go and put 339 into the search box, and it will then prompt you and say something like Introduction to Proportion, and that's the video I want you to watch, and that is the quiz I want you to do to go and get your percentage. Now, I know normally I will talk you through and then you've got that video as a backup. But I think on this occasion, Mr. Hegarty's got some really sort of fancy software that's allowing him to use rulers and all bits and bobs that I'm afraid I'm not clever enough to do just from here at home. So I think on this occasion, I would like you really just to watch the video and to pause it and go back and play it again if there are bits you aren't clear on. Maybe copy down a couple of the examples that he does, please. So, and I think that's an excellent video for the easier sort of introductory type questions. Now, for the harder questions, because as you probably spotted, when Mr. Hegarty sets his quizzes, the questions get progressively hard. I thought his video didn't really address some of the harder questions that you'll get in the quiz. So I just wanted to quickly go over those. Now, it's got a posh name. It's called the unitary method, as in unit, but you'll see why in a second. So let's say we've got this question here. So this is a question, this was like number 9 out of 10 on the questions. So his question says, for every 1,000 hits a YouTube channel gets, it makes £2 from advertisements. So how many hits are required to make £31? Now, for this, just sort of gather your thoughts. So we're saying 1,000 hits will give you £2. Now, what I want you to do is then go back to £1 each time. So So, and that go back to a single unit, and that's why it's called the unitary method. Okay, so if 1,000 hits give you £2, and you halve that, if you only had 500 hits, you would get £1 revenue. Okay, so what I've done, I've started off with my facts about £2 from the question. I've gone backwards to £1 by dividing by 2. Now, once I know how many hits give me £1, it's then dead easy to see how many hits are required to make £31. Clearly, it's going to be 31 times as many. So multiplying both of these by 31, we can say 500 times 31, so 15,500 hits would be required to generate £31 worth of revenue. Okay, so just going over that again. For every 1,000 hits a YouTube channel gets, it makes £2 from ad revenue. What that means is if somebody goes onto a YouTube channel 1,000 times, that YouTube will pay the person who made the video £2 because of the adverts. Okay, so 1,000 hits would give you £2. So how many hits would give me £1? Well, I've halved both of these. So 500 hits would give me £1. Once I know what £1, how many hits for £1, to work out how many hits for £31, clearly that's 31 times as much money. So you're going to have 31 times as many hits. 500 times 31 is 15,500. So that's all I really wanted to do in the live bit today, guys. So when this video finishes, please just go on to Hegarty, go and click on 339. Hopefully it's waiting for you. If not, then you're just going to have to go and search for 339 and just play the video so you understand everything that's going on, and then get the quiz done, please. And I will be at my end checking out your marks and popping them across and writing a nice little comment. And I expect we're going to get most of that done this lesson. And Sophie R, I will double check that your Hegarty from yesterday is done. I'm sure it is, but I will get back to you. I will just drop you a one-liner little post on Teams in a couple of minutes if I think you haven't done it. Okay, right, cheers guys. I hope you have a lovely bank holiday weekend when your lessons today are finished. I think it's really nice that we've got 3 days. Hopefully the weather's good, and I'll see you guys again next week. So bye.